Hey, welcome back guys. So today on this video, we are talking about your Wave apps. And more specifically, I'm going to quickly answer a question I keep getting a lot on my other video. And that is, how do you send an invoice to your customer using Wave apps? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off guys, real quick video, not too many steps involved, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video. But why would you want to send your customer an invoice through Wave apps anyways? Well, that's pretty easy. If you're running an online business, you know that managing a lot of different invoices for a lot of different customers and keeping up to date on them can be time consuming. With Wave apps, you can send out invoice to multiple customers and they can even pay right in the invoice. Whatever the case is, it's a pretty easy process. It's handled here in your Wave apps dashboard. Check my video description. I'll try to leave the written instructions there as well. But I've already logged into Wave apps and this is the home screen. Now here on the home screen, if you want to send your customer an invoice through Wave apps, first you have to create the invoice. If you need help with that, go back and watch my other video that describes that in detail. But I'll give you a quick rundown in this video before we send an invoice to our customer. First, what you want to do is click on Create New here on the top left. Once you do that, you'll see a drop-down menu and you want to click on Invoice. Okay, once you do that, you're going to go ahead and add a customer right here. Once you click there, you're going to see a list of your customers. So you can go ahead and search for the customer name, or you can go ahead and add a new customer by clicking here. Okay, I added a new customer. I'm going to click on Save. Okay, now what we're going to do is go ahead and add a billing item. Okay, once you add a billing item, you can add a description if you want. Okay, next you want to go ahead and add a price. So let's say this one was $75, and you can continue adding more items if you need to. You can add a sales tax if it applies. You can change the invoice number and you can add a PO number. And then by default, my invoices are due within 30 days, but you can go ahead and change that right here if you want. And now we're going to go ahead and scroll down. Okay, you can see this invoice is now $75. If you need to add any attachments, you can add that down here. Okay, next what I'm going to do is click on Save and Continue at the bottom. Okay, next Wave Apps is going to let you know it's in a draft state. So if everything looks good to you, go ahead and approve the draft. Okay, once you do that, you get the option to go ahead and send this invoice to your customer through Wave Apps. Before you do that though, you can go ahead and set up the reminders in case your customers aren't paying. So check whichever one of these you want to send the reminders for, and then also reminders before the due date. And once you're ready to go ahead and send your invoice to your customers through Wave Apps, click on Send Invoice. But before you do that, you can scroll up and you can see my online payments are on. So what's going to happen is when my customer receives this invoice, they're going to be able to go in and pay with their credit card. So there you have it, guys. If you're wondering how to send an invoice to your customer through Wave Apps, that's the easiest way I know how to do it. If you know an easier way, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you did it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.